Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live chat. Sorry for the delay, but unpredictable events have to be there somewhere for someone and do the things in the last second for it. And I want to apologize, but hello, everybody here, and let's share the love. I know some of you is gonna come here as I talk and I speak for it. Um, I digged up some of the notes because we talk about the self sabotage before. For it, hi Ray. May the force be with us. May the love be with us, and may the universe be with us. Right. So that's the image up here for today for the video. For we're going to talk about here a little bit for all this. Okay, that's my list with the daily numbers. Ray, I've been seeing a lot of numbers on the way all day long. 0808, 0818, 0919, 1313, 1515, and 3553. Just kind of like giving it the numbers reports of this. We talked about changes. Changes are coming. I was about to do the emergency energy report about the three female energies that comes in. Actually, if you follow it, the post I posted on the Facebook a little bit while I was about to do the video and talk about it. I talk about the three moments in daily gravitational report of four. So you probably see it. All right, Ray's in the house. We have a Josh reported in. Thank you for you two coming in. There's going to be more people. It's catching up. I know that is going to come in here. But we are going to dive within the self sabotage, but we're going to look at it the both two sides of the self sabotage. Okay, what the sabotage is and the aftermath of the sabotage. For one thing I want to tell you that the sabotage is actions of the false image from within yourself. That is the face mask that you represent towards others. And now, because everyone has to accept you out in the society, your actions on the base of this false mask that you represent out there, and a base of these actions, because you act on this, because that is the false image that you maintain into the society, or you want to show this image into the society, that actions actually they leading you away from the truth that is in the real reality, the way the real reality in life is, and that leads into crash in life. That crash that comes in your life when you understood you self sabotage your own life, your own happiness, your own truth. You went against yourself just to satisfy some false image. You to show up to someone, or you to compete with someone, or you to do something just so others can like you. But now you self-sabotaging yourself. Hi, Diamond. Great to see you here. Great day. Yes, today's a little bit a great day compared to yesterday. Yesterday there was a lot of sadness, grief, and energy was. Had a reports from India, from England, United States, and it was all over the place. Like, yeah, well, it was to everybody, including here, which is reported in that energy. But today the energy is different. Today the energy changed. The moon supported a lot of the feminine energies. It's about the preparations of the three feminine energies to comes together for deep illuminations. And I look at the degrees in there, and if you follow it, there on the 8th, the 9th, and the 10th, So those are the 3 degrees of Cancer. What are the meaning is there? You are going to be amazed. Okay, you are going to be amazed. Suggest you need to go on the Facebook and find it. By the way, at 7 p.m., which is going to be in about 3 hours from now, we are meeting at the Face group. We are going to have a live chat in there. I will create a group live chat. All you have to do is uh, message me on the Facebook and says, I want to come into the live chat. So that way we all going to see each other, see our faces, not only as only our names here. So living in our truth, being our true selves, finally, which is that is a positive thing. We talk about the truth, and that's what this is for you guys. Um, these actions of looking at deeply within a self sabotage. Okay, that is a coming from uh, doing something without realizing the consequences. Okay, the consequences of your actions. Some of the self sabotage. Okay, I actually looked some of my notes that we previously talked about the self sabotage because I keep them. All right. Self sabotage is a conscious or unconsciousness act of of self sabotage. It can come from a relationship to from a childhood and from desires to others. So how you can self sabotage in the negative way? You self sabotage when you ask for help, and when the help is there, you take in the help as a like somebody point a finger at you. It's like you need to correct yourself. That is a one way you sabotage yourself. When someone point you the things of corrections, you take them as a judgment. And now, because you take them as a judgment, you self sabotage yourself and you cut everything compared to you should have taken as an advice to correct yourself, to improve yourself. Another way of self sabotaging is when you're helping someone when they don't need your help, because later on you feel bad that you helped them and you're expecting something from them. Okay, that is another reason of thinking of the self sabotage. But the most recent ones of the self sabotage is that false image, that toxic image that is been out there, that toxic relationships they're out there, because you act on the basis of the false. You act on the basis of the things that are not real, and the crashes that comes in life, they can lead to a lot of mental stress. They can lead to a lot of psychology stress. They can lead to a financial loss. They can lead to a family loss. They can lead to a lot of things, a lot of crashes in life uh, for it. And you came to this realization. I was like, oh shoot, I should have done it. Yeah, you should have not done it for it, but did you learn from it? Did you learn what to listen from within? A lot of the people, they don't listen their soul. A lot of the people, they listen that false image from it. A lot of the people can listen at other people. For example, we're talking about we're talking about currently for the friendships, because the moon is in the friends. Listen to your friends, and when you're listening to your friends, they show up their bad experience because of the base of their false image, just so they can show up. Okay, now they have that bad experience because they self-sabotage themselves, and now they're telling you that they didn't self-sabotage themselves, they find an excuse for something else, and now you taking that from them and you apply to you. Well, that was their energy, that was their crash. You took that energy, you took that vibrations, you accepted from within, you thought that was the true in your case, and now you're self-sabotaging yourself because of a friends. You need to understand that the friends, they can be a positive friends and they can be negative friends. The negative friends are the one who always they call you, hey, I need you, I need you, I need you, I need you. And when you need them, sometimes like, hey, you know what? I'm busy right now. I can't right now. Some of the friends is like, hey, text me, and they text you like on another day. It's like, what? I don't have to text you right away. Come on. They try to make an excuse for their behavior. All right. But there is a friends who actually make you feel better, friends who inspire you, friends who want you to grow, to outgrow, to be a better person, better family, better situations for it. Pritna, hi, thanks for the chat. You retract your message. Probably gonna do another one. CF, thank you for coming in for it. Guys, if you have anything about questions on the chat, please do it later on for it. Take a look the self-sabotage and energy levels. It is about look from within you. A lot of the time, deeply from within you, there is this two conflicts. Okay, the one conflict comes from the lower level, and the other one comes from the higher level. If you choose your own personal desires, you self sabotage yourself most of the time because you thought about personal gain. Another way is when you look from a higher perspective in there, you look for everyone's benefit. But sometimes looking at from a higher perspective, using it for different things, you can self sabotage yourself too. You need to understand the actions of anger, which is I'm guilty of too. Sometimes it is about this anger that comes in. And if you look at it here, on some of the situations, somebody wants you to be angry. Somebody does things so you can be aggravated because of the energy is stalling, is not moving, is not changing. It doesn't do it. And now that self sabotage, you send things, which is I call nasty grams for it, and you expressing it this. Okay. So, for example, if somebody sends you a message, it's like, go scream, go yell, go whatever you want to do, just don't keep that anger in you. And you send the back text, you follow that energy of anger. They pushing you to do it. You follow that energy and you do it. And later on you're self-sabotaging yourself. You don't understand that actually the self-sabotage came from someone else. Someone else passed their self-sabotage energy in you. Okay, look deep. That's what we are redoing this self sabotage review for it. It's a little bit more deeper for it. That is the one reason you need to recognize your own. Okay, recognize your own is to catch your red flags. Red flags that could be anger, tensions, pressures. You may feel all these energies. You may feel all these situations. You may feel all that stuff. But your actions, okay, take a minute for your actions. Take a look from it. This. Don't react of the based of someone has experienced. The self sabotage, okay, it actually destroys your success in life. And if you're not successful in life, why? Where that comes from? Okay, that self sabotage catching up. It's kind of like, well, I did the same thing. Now I did the same thing. I'm sabotaging myself. What I need to do. A lot of the times after you find yourself a self sabotage, and you're like, what I need to do. Here's the one thing you need to do after self sabotage. Doesn't matter how many times you fall, you have to rise up again. You need to go ahead and fix what you broke during that sabotage. That is going to help you to stop self-sabotaging yourself. Okay, if you sabotage your life, then recognize that you sabotage your life. Now it's time for you to go ahead and it's not what. Now I'm going to act differently. I'm going to be evolving. I'm going to act like an adult. I'm not going to be immature. I'm not going to be this and that. And I'm going to do my best, my very best to do that, not just for me, but everyone around me. Usually, self sabotaging affects everyone around you. It's kind of like a virus energy that it's passing through. Okay. With the self sabotage, there is a lot of sheer, like feelings of shame, blame, guilt for it. I'm guilty of sin. Yeah, you're guilty of sin. Okay. Admit a sin, be your truth, and create the corrective actions to correct the issues that was done. Otherwise, karma comes after you. That's how it goes. Purity, good morning. Thank you. Thank you for having me here. For it, a lot of the self sabotage is giving the fear for it. You feel the fear of third party, and that third party put that fear from within you. They kind of like giving you projections of a fear, what could happen in the future, and now you're acting on the base of that fear. Okay, that third parties, that could be anybody you're talking to about your issues, since you don't listen your higher self. If you were listening your higher self, and the love would have been different, but you didn't listen to it. You listened something else. That's what you self sabotage yourself, because listen others. Okay, you giving the power of others to control your life. And when it comes to your spiritual life, if you go and you allow others to control your spiritual life, and what do you got to do with your in your spirit, within the love, within the vibrations, and within divine? God bless your soul. You just really sabotage yourself with everything, including the divine. That's what some of the people ask me, Dio, what should I do? Repair the damage, resurrect. But resurrection is not only for personal resurrection. Resurrection is to go ahead and fix the damage that you broke, fix the things that you broke. Not just, oh yeah, I sabotage, I crashed everything, I lost business, I lost money, I lost relationships, I lost trust, I lost this. Go work your tail off to go ahead and rebuild this. So by rebuilding it, you will understand what it took to be this to be built, and now you will understand how hard that was it to be within you. And then you're gonna fix yourself sabotage. Maybe there is gonna be a crash within your life. For it, Carlosi, thank you. Thank you for coming in. I'm waving too. Okay. Um, Take a look. Maybe you are the black sheep that has to does this, because nobody else after crashes in the family did that. Maybe that's what you need to do. Who knows? You know. God knows. Okay. Um, let's see what else we got here. Um, what are you telling your mind? That is a lot of self sabotage. For example, self sabotage is past relationship. Okay. So past relationships, you bring them into the current relationships, and you think that maybe your new partner is same like the previous partner. You don't see your own faults, that you create the same situations as the previous partner. Are you making it as the current partner? And now you blaming them, but actually that was a self-sabotage for in your mind, because in your mind that's what you do. You self-sabotage from it. Okay, look at it in these situations for it. A lot of the people, they jumping from one relationship to another relationship to another relationship, but they bring the same things, the same plate. Okay, all right. But if you take a look, that has been passed through that plate so many times, so now it's like a poison. You self poison yourself for it. So another thing of self sabotage, okay, it is like if your ego is talking to your mind, your ego controls your mind, not your heart. Your heart tells you one thing, your ego is telling you another. The third party or the third, whoever you may go for advice and hear things, they feeding your ego, and now your ego is in fear. You need to understand where there is fear, there is no love. And the fear is your worst enemy. You have to overcome your fears and understand that you living in fear will lead you to, oh my God, I'm self sabotaging myself. That is a huge thing. Every time when you fear the self sabotaging, it's helping you to understand things. But when you self sabotage yourself, okay, if you revise everything, you do everything from within you, then you will realize that this self sabotage is actually helps you to figure it out what you have to overcome in this lifetime. That could be the one of the things you could have been working on it for it. Hi, Erica. Thank you for being here. All right. Lots of love, sharing the love, be love. All right. And look at it from within. Another self help that could be it's illuminating you. Okay. Because the crash in life can lead you to illumination that look, you destroyed your life, you destroyed everyone who was affecting within this, and now you have to do something. You have to grow. Some of the people don't grow. Some of the people keep continue that same lesson over and over again until they understand that they have to find the power to fix this from within them. And the only way to fixing is that repair the damage. That's what there is, because that way they're gonna heal that sabotage from within them. Uh, Behaviors. If you cannot control your behaviors, you're self-sabotaging yourself. Okay, behavior on all kind of levels. Some of the controlling behaviors that could be a putting people to compete for your attention. That could be a people that you putting into, for example, putting into uh, like comparativeness. You understand that that comparativeness you lost them both. Okay, some of the people put two males or two females to compete for them, and at the end, what did they did? Did they self sabotage themselves? They don't have either the one or the other for it. Another behavior that is hidden the truth, but that because you're acting, as I said on earlier in the video, you acting on the false image. You never represent your truth, your vulnerability, your inner damage self from within. You didn't allow to heal. That's what the self sabotage is. You did not heal. You think somebody's coming and heal you? No, it's your inner job. And if you didn't haven't healed, and if somebody who's coming to you and it's all, man, I'll heal you. I'll heal you. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I know some of you laughing because they know what I was about to say for it. And that's one of the damages that it's been done. It's like When somebody comes with you with a one wound, don't send them out with you for it. The false self is not the lacking of goals, okay? Because the goals they are set up by the society, they don't look from within. They can set a goals, but they cannot achieve them. And that is a self-sabotage because they achieve them on the basis of something else, but not in the truth from within. They cannot sustain of achieving the goals. A lot of the people who are not successful in life, not as successful in business, not as successful in family, they have a one main thing in common. they're not they're not successful from within as a personality, as a behavior, keeping their words, keeping their truth from within. And all this, actually, whatever it's in, it's coming out. And that's what leads to a lot of crashes in life for. Mm, um, what else there was? Recognizing yourself. You need to understand that recognizing yourself and do a self-evaluations of this is crucial. And how you recognize yourself. Let me put my notes away for it. Recognizing yourself, it's coming in little late for it. Recognize your faults comes in after time passes by, you lost everything, and now you begin to do a realizations of the situations. And now you're wondering, what did you do? And that when the self-sabotage is coming. That illuminations of this self-sabotage. Now, with these illuminations of the self-sabotage can help you to grow, not doing it anymore, not repeating it anymore. But that could also lead you to even the worst case scenario. That can lead you to another major hole that you keep digging. So instead of the repairing the hole, that was the issue, you are digging a deeper hole from within. You will understand this by what's your current life. And I understand it for anything. If your current life is go upwards, you're happy, you have enough, you get into it, you are who you are, you do what you do, your business is and everything is or if your situations is getting better than life, you learn not to self-sabotaging yourself. But if the things goes down for it, they're going down to show you what you need to evolve from within. Cutting up yourself is when you begin to look what your actions can cause using your consciousness from within, your awareness of your actions, what they may lead to it. That is involved a lot of maturity. As a mature person, you before act what your actions can do for it. Some of the immature people they have issues with that. They are immature because nobody taught them how to be acting as a mature, which leads to a lot of problems for it. Lately, there's been a lot of problems with people who come to me is because there was no maturity with their kids. Now they see the same problem with their kids for it. So this it's gonna become like a common problem because immature people have immature kids, and now that situations is keep repeating for it. Probably you're gonna find that is gonna rise up a lot in the next 4 or 5 years for it because it's impossible, I mean, if it was a 1 or 2 cases that I've been working on, yes, actually turns out to be a lot more. I did astrology charts for ladies, And that's what the help is. There is always a help there. And it's good to catch some of the help early in time before it's too late, because sometimes could be too late. Sometimes could be very things, but find this self-sabotage, which is also that's what leads into it, can help you, but also can help your kids. And it's very good that we are discussing in these situations, not like the previous generations. We are burying them down because it's shameful. We have a problem within the family. We don't know. Well, the problem in the family becomes the problem in the society. Now we see that there's a lot of problems like this in the society. They cannot be hidden anymore. And if you are in rough situation, crying out loud, be a mature, uh, be a mature. Go get help. You recognize problem, go get help. Okay? Why, when you cut yourself, you go into a doctor to stitches you so you don't bleed anymore, because otherwise you're gonna bleed out. But when there is a problem like this, you don't. Why? Oh, but you acting that false mask. Everyone's gonna shame me. Everyone's gonna blame me. Nobody's gonna accept me. Nobody's gonna do anything for me. Well, you hiding yourself, there is always gonna be like this. Nobody's gonna accept you because you're hiding. They don't want to deal with you because you hide yourself, so the other hides from you. How you gonna have friends? How you gonna have relationship? How you gonna be better in life? But guess what? You go out, get a help. You help yourself. You help your kid, and now everyone understands that it's about the issue. And you find people with similar issues. They become your best friends. But that the false image is about this. Uh, Hi, yes. What is the fruit of your actions? Yes, now I can answer some questions. Hi, Katie. Thank you for popping up in the chat. I admire everyone who comes in and asks some questions in the chat for it. Thank you. Thank you for the bravery, you guys, that you're here. So I can take some, the fruit of your actions. Okay. If you look at it, the fruit of your actions, they actually determine it your behaviors. Okay, the fruit of your actions going to be coming up within your life. All right, if you are put in somebody self-sabotage you themselves, and because of themselves now you were put in rough life in the situation, you can get up, you can go, you can move on, you can do things, you can get into it. But the self-sabotage in their life will crush things that they built with you. That is the fruit for it. You will find the fruit later on in life. You're not gonna come in. It takes maybe a year and a half to see the fruit of that. But what fruit? Okay, you need to understand that the seeds of situation they become roots. All right, and then the roots given a fruit. So if you build for example, you say I'm gonna plant tomatoes, but you are planting something else for it. Now you have a different fruit. It's not that's what it is, but you were expecting tomatoes. Now you self-sabotage yourself because you thought the seeds were tomatoes, but they weren't. There was something else for it. So the fruit, as far as if you look at it, your kids are the fruit of your relationship. Okay, your kids will show you what you need to work for it. You need to understand that the kids picked you up because they have a karma, not only with you, not only within the family, but they also have a karma of teaching you. If you have a problems with the kids actually shows the problem of what you need to work on it. So healing is fruitful. Uh, your classes help me. It's not classes, purity. It is benefit for humanity. Okay, you can take it as a classes. That is your right, purity. Um, can you mention the ways twin sabotage the connection in your twin flame mission? Oh yeah. Oh, there is a lot of sabotages. I mean, I heard them over the years. Some of them are worse than the worst, and you have no idea. But that is about the self sabotage within the twin flames. It shows up and teaches other twin flames of what to do, what not to. Okay, specifically twin flames and separation. That could be. You need to understand twin flames comes in to find the shadow and heal the shadow. And a lot of the twin flames they are shadowing. Okay, they are shadowing themselves. And sometimes within the twin flames, if there is no, like we talk about vulnerability for it, the shadow comes out and destroys everything. You need to understand in the twin flames, the shadow creates a lot of self sabotage. For example, you decide to build something with your twin flame, you decide to go ahead, put time and effort with your twin flame, and now all of a sudden your twin flames just blow off because you see their shadow, you see their dark side that they never told you, you see the deceit, the lights, the toxic traits within them. Now you asking for accountability. What the heck is this? Why I don't know about this? And they're like, well, no, mm, uh, or they give you kind of like a full, well, we did it, kind of like accept it. I did it, kind of like accept it. Uh, they expecting to keep on going. Now you begin to learn that shadow sides, and you begin to push on it. It's a lot of destruction of the twin flame relationships because of this shadow work. This shadow work, by the way, there was a lot of shadow work that was done. I think Sherry and Lee they talked about it. There was a series of shadow work with tarot readers, with the I think so. To Infinity also they did the shadow work. Petya and Andre they did a shadow work for it. But that sabotage comes in as that of lack of trust or trust issues, or as we said, all those examples now, the sabotage that can lead to a lot of damage from within, a lot. So usually what happens is maybe a year or two passed or wherever, then the person who sabotaged the connection begins to be awakened that they screwed that up. And usually that is the time when the runner turns to chaser. They finally illuminate themselves that they lost the best thing in their life. Now they're all in tears and all they're trying to reestablish connections. They're trying to do everything about it. And guess what? They're going to be tested if they're going to self sabotage themselves. They work on themselves to build themselves, to not sabotage anymore. But they have to prove and resurrect everything they destroyed during the sabotage for it. Uh, the twin flames damage a lot of things because of you can't have nothing. You can't make, for example, plans without your twin flame. For example, they did something, and all of a sudden you learned about. Well, my plan was not this to happen. So they had a plan without you. You need to understand that sabotaging the twin flame connection is involved something more powerful than twin flames itself. That is a sabotage with the divine. Ray, by the way, thank you for brought that question in for because if you self sabotage yourself with the divine for it, there is a lot of consequences in there. A lot. You may see some of the twin flames, they come to you and they say, well, I see my twin flame and he's got a better life, he's got a better things, and he's got a better situations. And we are at twin flames. Why I'm not like this, like him? We're supposed to be. We had the same energy, we had the same love. I don't understand. Explain that to me. You find out that that was the twin who sabotaged the connection, and now they live in a misery. And now they ask him why they live in misery. You need to understand that divine gives energy, investing energy in you and them to be in love and share the love with the divine. You sabotage connection with your twin flame. You sabotage connections with the divine, and divine is like, I will teach you what is the other side. Hi, Margaret. Thanks for coming in. So, sabotaging the connection with your twin flame is a lot of consequences because of that brings of most of the twin flames are not aware of this. When you sabotage the connection with your twin flame, you actually create a spiritual divine karma with the divine's energy. Your actions cause an effect that damaging the connections with the divine. And during this sabotage for it, did the divine knew that you are going to do? Maybe they had an idea. Maybe the lower realms was tested you. Maybe the higher realms tested you. Are you going to do it? And guess what? If you did, guess what? You suffer consequences. Maybe you did this in a past lifetime as well. So looking at from within, you actually a lot of the twin flames. That's the one reason that they experience in this to remind them what the heck that they did in a past lifetime. Why are they not coming together, Ray? I know you're sensing the energy. I know you understand of the things that deeply from within you, Ray, because we feel the energy here in the chat room. And we are not, joking around here. But a lot of the twin flames, they are not evolved to spiritually to be aware of this. They're aware of when that moment hits them with the divine. That moment in there. That is the moment when you have this intense pressures with the divine, when a divine steps in is like, you asked me to do something, I did it, I fulfill it, and what did you do? You sabotage it. You ask me for forgiveness. How can I forgive you when you damaged the relationship with me? You have to resurrect. You have to repair everything. That is your punishment. But that's not your punishment. That is actually the illuminations, what it took the divine to put you together. Now, a lot of the twins, what they do in that illumination process is they work their tail off to illuminate themselves and repair the connections. Okay, but you need to understand that it takes at least double the amount of energy in effort to do that. Double. Why is double? First of all, because you owe already something to the divine, and the second of all, you have to put that energy to repair. So that self sabotage and the twin flame connection is that's what some of the twin flames who are in separations they're going through a rough time, very rough time for it. Some of the ways of the twin flames that it's like you put not your twin flame needs as a union, you put something else as need, or you listen something else as need, something in outside of what you are meant to be. Another thing it is allowing third party within the twin flames. Big no no. Big no no. This is like a one night stand or a listener of friends or parents. That is a lot of sabotage in there. Um, Business relationship. Yeah, we're going to build this business. We're going to build this. We're going to build that. And I'm going to do this. And we're going to be successful. We're going to do that. You turn it on, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, well, he's going to do the whole work. And now it's not both together. It's the one person. And then you're like, that could be a lot of combined situations, especially if there is a marriages involved. Okay, which is most of the cases is that your religious value of the one family could be different with the religious value of the other family. That could be if the one comes in from a very prosperative family that they have high intelligence. They are so intellectual, so they listen opera or jazz only. And here you are, you going in there and you listen to folk or country music, and you go in there and you're just blasting that country music, and you're like, look, my okay, I'm fine. Okay, like go. Or you go listen to rap music and they're like, we don't respect you. Sabotage in there. So that's what there is, right, for it. I hope you get the energies from within you. So, yep. All right, guys. Look like, because I didn't share the video, I did it in the last second, and I post the video, so most of the people don't know. But the right people, they will be here. I already know that, and some of the people maybe watch that later on for it. By the way, at 7 p.m. sharp, we'll try to be sharp, which is in about like 2 hours and 9 minutes from now. We are going to have a live chat for each other here. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys. If you guys have some more questions, something pops up, let's go. I'm ready to rock and roll. Oh, you're welcome, Ray. By the way, yeah, that's I mean, it says evolution right now within the new cycle. Some of the twin flames get illuminated that they have a karma, divine karma, because they have a relationship with the divine for it. You cannot walk away from this divine karma. They have no clue. Some of them, their life it's going down the hill because it's of that karma. Kind of like they fall of grace, and divine tells them, we give you the gift, we brought you this angelic energy, we brought you this and this, and you screw that up, you owe us. Because when the divine wants to give you the gift as a twin flame, you have the contract. You have a soul contract with the divine. And you sabotage that contract with divine, leads to a lot of consequences for it. Even death cannot help you there. No magic, no prayer. Only thing that helps is your two hands, and you repair the damage that was done. So, all right. What are we going to talk about tomorrow? Do you believe in Lionsgate? What is Lionsgate? Oh, Katie. Lionsgate. It was. It's that time when on the 8th of the 8th month. Okay. Carlos, just 1 second. I will. Yeah. I will answer you. Pretty good questions, by the way, Carl. Uh, we'll do it. Lionsgate, that is about wisdom, and in the next few days, the astrology events that they're happening for the Lionsgate. What is the Lionsgate, though? That is the gate of the truth and the wisdom. That's when the young lion finally it's matured, and he can go through the gate of the truth and uh, gain his wisdom award, the award of the wisdom from the heavens for it. You need to understand that the sun is actually the ruler of Leo, and the Lion's Gate, which is happens in Leo, that it is exactly about that lesson for it. That is about the lion to if you watching ever watched the movie Lions King, okay, the animation one, I didn't like the other versions. Okay, it was about that he had to learn the Hakuna Matata. He had to learn, but in order to gain this, he had to heal the childhood wounds and fears. He had to face the oppressor, his uncle, and gain the wisdom from heavens for his destiny. That's what the Lion's Gate is. So the Lion's Gate has been known for that energy portal, for it of energy that it's opened from above for those who did their inner work. Uh, it has been known as the Gate of Truth for it. That is actually using this in some of the games, the Gate of Truth uh, for. But spiritually, the spiritual meaning it has a value because that gate is that point of the sun that it's there for it. So yes, for those that are ready. For those who are not ready, they will not feel in that energy. That energy is not for them. That energy is they can just sit and watch and like it's not for me. I don't know what the heck this is. It doesn't matter what kind of zodiac sign you are. You need to understand the Lion's Gate is for the truth seekers. You need to understand the people who have a something in Leo, they're looking for that truth. Okay. It all depends of what you have in there. Okay, is your first house. If it's in the first house, this is going to be your compassion for it. If that is in your second house, you're going to look the truth within the material life. If that is in your fifth house, that is the truth about the kids, the next generation. That is one of the wisdom is passed from one generations to another. If you Leo, it's in the seventh house. That is about the wisdom about all contracts, including divine. Very powerful if it's in the seventh house. If it's in the 10th house, that could be a work for it. If it's in the eighth house, that could be consequences in there because that is a Scorpio energy. That could lead to toxicity. That could lead to a lot of using and abusing others. A lot of the toxic people there in the higher realms of the corporate ladders are actually Leos that has something to do with that for it. Some of those people they devoted their life into a profession, with manipulation and so on, so they can win a certain position. But look at their life; it's all ruined because of that. Uh, four. Um, Topic: how to avoid being stuck in a plateau after working and completing the inner work. CF, that is a good thing. You guys thinking about it? I'm going to answer Carl Lucy. Dio, if a TFs decide not to work with the journey this lifetime, they will have to. Will they have a different TF next lifetime? It's all depends of the journey and depends of the divine. Sometimes you have to have a lifetime without the TF, but most likely you will have because you owe the divine. Okay, if the one of the TF decides not to work, you need to understand the next life it's going to be even harder. And the reason it's harder because they owe for this life, and then they owe you, and also in the next life. So it's kind of like a interest for it because of the delay. Okay, you need to understand the interest in the banking system was not causing because of anything. It was because it was pick up from the divine. You need to understand everything that exists in the universe. We have it here. Okay, so if they decide to be with different or have a different TF, you need to understand the contracts that were made. They were made a long time before even create the Milky Way. Because the Milky Way contract was made a long time before. When the Milky Way was made, that was a black hole. That was a reaffirming those contracts in there. And now, since the Milky Way is made, now these contracts have to be fulfilled. So, yes, there is a lot of situations. It all depends of a journey and divine. I mean, if they really fall of grace and they cannot be saved for it, they go into the void and they stay in the void. You're gonna be doing what you're going to do. You're probably gonna evolve to a point that you actually creating a twin flame from within. Kind of like the story with Adam and Eve. Your feminine energy and the soul is going to be so powerful, and actually you're creating additional twin for you. That's what I'm seeing as the energy that happened between Adam and Eve, because Lilith decided not to do it for it. But look at it, that report for Lilith, the moon and Venus is very interesting. Leo, Sun House. You need to understand Leo, every zodiac sign is ruled by a planet. Leo is the only one who is ruled by the sun. Okay. The sun is the king, and the king is the lion. That's what that is, Katie. So, topic: how to avoid being stuck on a plateau after working and completing the inner work. How to avoid being stuck. Well, that paper is done already. I need a new one. All right, who's going with the topic? By the way, it was a very good energy today. You guys, I don't know if it's the energy. I don't know. You guys have it. Today we are good. Knock on wood, right? We gotta laugh a little bit. I know sometimes we are too serious here. How's my doggy? My dog is doing fine. He's currently, and he's my bed, but he's his bed. He sleeps, and we found some few ticks, and he was treated yesterday. So he's getting a little bit adopted, but now he's deep asleep. And I can talk to you, and he can be deep asleep for it. So Yeah, I just see him now. He's just totally out. For a totally out. But yeah, we had to go ahead, and I took him yesterday to the vet, and we gave him the pills that will destroy his ticks, and he's got two ticks, and they told me it's better not to take them off. They're just gonna die on their own because the one of them is very specific for it. All right. So Eric is for the topic. I was wondering, Erica, were you gonna pick up a topic one day? Kind of like bringing a challenge to you. Okay. How to avoid being stuck on a plateau, French word, after working. Katie, the topic is from CF, and the topic how to avoid being stuck on a plateau after working and completing the inner work. CF question. There we go, Ray. Yeah. Yes. Keep moving. All right. All right, guys. Well, thank you for coming in today, and thank you for picking up this session. We're expecting some of you in 2 hours. You're gonna have some fun and all the questions. And I'm gonna change the screen, and we are gonna be talking about love and light and laugh and sadness and cry. One thing, we're gonna talk about the truth from within. So I'll see you all later. Oh, like those eyes. I gotta find those eyes, and uh, they're very funny. Where are they? I gotta see their emotions, or I can't find them. Those eyes. Uh, yeah, you guys be love. We all be love. That's all that is. You have to have a little fun. Man, where's those eyes? I'm trying to find them. Ah, there they are. So I'm gonna give you a lot of gifts for you guys from the universe, and a lot of gifts from here. All good, Ray. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Be love.